Move on to the rest of the action, let's take a step back and look at how the conferences in our coverage are stacking up. Scott Macdonald joins me now to break down the MVL, SEOAL, and our Columbus teams.
Thanks, Danny. What a great first half of the season it has been so far. Week 5 has just wrapped up and league races are beginning to take shape in the Muskingum Valley League. 4 teams are in the hunt for the title, starting with Tri-Valley, who, stop me if you've heard this before, are leading the MVL, and after tonight's 40-7 victory, now stand at 5-0. Just below them, however, is where we start seeing the parity. 3 teams are 4-1, all of which are fighting for the top. You better believe the Scotties had the final 3 weeks circled on that calendar. They will play Sheridan, Maysville, and then at Philo. All those teams will either be looking to play spoiler or win the outright championship. The 3-week gauntlet will be tough, but if history is any indication, Coach Buttermore will have his boys ready. Now looking at the SEOAL, one team appears to be head and shoulders above the rest of the pack. Despite the loss tonight, the Jackson Ironmen look much better than their league foes. Next week, the Ironmen will start league play against Warren and then Logan in back-to-back weeks. These games will decide who wins the final league championship as the league disbands after the year. On to the Columbus teams. At the top of the rankings sits Bloom Carroll at 4-1, then it is Zane Trace, Fairfield Union, and Unioto, all of which hold a 3-2 record. One thing is certain, these final 5 weeks are going to encapsulate what makes Ohio high school football so great.
Well, thanks a lot, Scott. Now let's switch it over to the Tri-Valley Conference. Clark Wicks stopped by to give us the TVC rundown.
See, with week 5 in the book, Danny, there is still a ton of football left to be played. This is the point in the season where we start getting a glimpse of who will go home with that coveted TVC Hawking title. As of right now, the Southern Tornadoes are all alone at the top with a perfect 5-0 record after a 34-18 win over Belpre. Right behind the Tornadoes, Isaac Huffman and the 4-1 Waterford Wildcats are looking to keep up with Southern after the 54-14 win against Frontier. But we can't count out last year's champs as Trimble is still in the mix with a 3-2 record after picking up a 34-14 win over Miller. Filling out the rest of the Hawking, we have 5 teams, all with 2 wins, looking to turn their season around and make a case for that Hawking championship. Now over on the other side of the TVC, Athens is putting together yet another impressive season as the Bulldogs sit at 4-1 after their 63-14 win over the 2-3 Vinton County Vikings. This team will be hard to stop as quarterback Brendan Sarno and the Bulldogs have outscored their opponents 184-82 through just 5 games. But this is the TVC Ohio where no lead is safe. Right behind the Bulldogs, we have River Valley, Nelsonville York, Meigs, and Wellston, all with 3-2 records. Lucky for us, Athens has all 4 of the teams I just mentioned remaining on their schedule. If the Bulldogs want to regain the title of TVC Ohio champions, they better get used to having a big target on their back.
Yeah, Clark, tonight we clearly saw that Athens, they are the clear leader in the Ohio, and I do have a feeling that Meigs and Nelsonville, they'll creep up and take them on later in the season. Thanks a lot.